Hi everyone, in today's video I will talk about Sandboxed Linux shell in Claude Cowork. So, as I said in this video I will talk about Sandboxed Linux shell in Claude Cowork, and it is very important because in Claude Cowork we can actually run Linux command. And why? It is because Cowork includes a bash tool, but it doesn't run actually on your full operating system. It runs inside of a Sandbox Linux shell, and I will show you what that actually means in this video. So we can move to the Cowork, and right now, as you can see, I am connected to this Documents Cloud folder. I will show you this right now, but I will have to open it right here on the second monitor, and now I can show you that inside of this cloud folder I have two files, and I can actually ask model to list all files in two ways. I can do it directly or indirectly, I would say. So I can just write a prompt, or I can call a Linux command. So let's do something like this. Let's do list all files from connected folder. Of course, if you watch the previous videos, you know that it will work. So like this. You know that it will work because we are connected to this folder, and Cowork is able to, or is capable to do such a things. But I will run it to show you that. So we should see two files. One is file.txt. I think the second one is numbers.txt. As you can see, we are running the script. Yes, as I said, it is working fine. But we can actually do something like this. So we can call the list command. This command is available in PowerShell. It is also available on Linux. On Linux, this is the basic command to list the files from the current directory. I can call it, and we are waiting. As you can see, here is the ls-la output for your connected folder. File.txt and numbers.txt. File.txt appears to be empty, so it is true, it is empty because I created it as an example in this video. But why does it work? It works because we have actually the built-in Sandboxed Linux shell inside of this Claude Cowork, and I will show you that right now. So let's open the new tab and let's call the command uname -a. This command on Linux should print us the kernel version and the version of our operating system. I can call it here. We are waiting. We are running the script, and as I said, we have the output of the command. This is the standard in Linux output. Here is it in the, I would say, a little bit more readable way, because this is the output from our model. The Sandbox is running Ubuntu 22.04. How do we know that? We know it from here. So this is true. And on a 64-bit kernel, on the 64-bit Linux kernel with this number. Kernel is here, and the information that it is 64-bit, it is right here below. So it is true, we are actually in the Linux Sandbox. We can run, for example, command like this. So which Python 3. It will print the path to the place when our Python is installed. And why I am calling Python? I am calling Python because on the Ubuntu, Python is installed by default. It is pre-installed, and you don't have to use it, and you don't have to install it manually. So if you are actually in the Ubuntu 22 shell or environment, we should get the output of the path to, I think, bin folder and Python 3. So we can run it. Again, we are running the command, and as you can see, as I said, we have the Python installed in the user, bin, and Python 3. So this is the example of that we are actually in the Linux environment. And now it's very important to say what this bash can do. inside of this sandbox. Inside of this sandbox, bash can run the standard Linux command, as you can see. It is working. Execute scripts, process files in the session, and use available tools like a Python. It is very useful, but it cannot do what it cannot do. It does not have the full access to your operating system. It has access to the connected folder, as I showed you before, but it don't have access to your whole operating system. And it's very important to say that you don't have a persistence. So this environment is, I would say, so this is, I would say, ephemeral, because once the session ends, everything is gone. So this is why you don't have a persistence. But this is how you can actually do it, and this is how you can run Linux command inside of Claude Cowork. If you found this video helpful, you can leave a like. Of course, I will record more videos about it and about whole Claude Cowork in the future. But if you like it, you can leave a like, you can subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next videos.